All right, hello everyone. Good morning. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm glad I got all of you here because we're going to go over the spring break checklist of things that you have to do next week. So, no, first and foremost, let me thank some of the folks that showed up today. Our deputy superintendent, who you'll hear from here shortly. We have our chief of school leadership, and look in the back, my boss, the CBO, Chief Business Officer / Financial Officer / Construction / Maintenance. So first, let me talk about a couple months ago, like 24 months ago, right? So we've had a pretty good stretch. And I know, Aaron, you think it's because I came to the department, and as soon as I came to the department, all these things happened. But when I did come to the department, the first thing we had to deal with was geothermal, right? And, for about 48 straight hours, I spent the night at Medrano Middle School, right? And then from that, we hit a tornado. The tornado came through, and it wiped out some campuses, and our grounds department, along with the rest of our departments, but our grounds department came through and picked all that stuff up, and we moved those kids into a new home at a couple different locations. We even set up shop at Lowe's Field House for the elementary schools while we fixed their schools and cleaned them up. And we literally turned that tornado around in about 3 days and got kids back to where it was some type of normal school, which was amazing. And you were the unsung heroes. And as soon as you get through that, and everybody is, man, you guys had a tornado, the pandemic hit us. And I asked you to stop what you were doing and set up plexiglass. And Ivan, you like that plexiglass, don't you, Ivan? I know. So the plexiglass started coming in, and it didn't stop for months and months and months. And we set up plexiglass in every teacher's classroom, in every cafeteria, in the office. Then we started getting pallets and pallets and pallets of PPE to include today. Ernest is sending pallets of PPE right before spring break to our campuses to continue making sure our kids and our faculty is safe and they have what they need to be successful and keep learning. And as soon as you think we got a handle on the pandemic, the winter storm comes. And we asked our MEP department to really step up and step in, and they did a phenomenal job. Now, none of this is possible, right? Maintenance, pulling together, grounds, doing what they do, Daryl on 24-hour notice, on call all the time, cleaning our schools. We can't be successful without our custodians and the custodial supervisors, because every single one of those events that I talked about involved that department. They had to make sure they coordinated and help us set up that plexiglass. They had to be the ones on the campus overnight, spending the night so pipes wouldn't break. They had to be the ones to help us move furniture and get kids to another school when the tornadoes hit. So everyone here has done a phenomenal job. And Samantha, I know I call you every day, order this, order this, order this, order this. And Ivan's saying, don't order anymore, right? But we had to get it to get our kids safe. And we're at a point now where we can start looking to bring them back to school, right? So we'll gear up for that when it comes, and we'll be ready. But having said all that, I can't thank you enough for the job that you do for me and for our school district. And Daryl had a very nice comment today. Because we all go through some things. And Daryl said he would run through a brick wall for me. And I thought, man, that poor wall, right? But I appreciate that, Daryl. And I appreciate all of you. Chris Bear, maybe not so much, but the rest of you, I couldn't do it without you. I wouldn't want to do it without you, right? And there's some folks that have been around for a long time who I lean on every day to get things done for me. Coy, He's been, I mean, I think he built the district, right? He's been, I mean, so I lean to him for guidance, and I lean on you for your support. And then you can always come to me because my door is never closed. And some of you take goodwill and advantage of that door being open, but it will always stay open. So I wanted to thank you, and this is just a little appreciation that you'll hear from the Dallas Education Foundation in a little bit, how much we appreciate you as our unsung heroes, as our essential. If the city didn't know you, they know you now, and they know you as essential, and I thank you. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to our new Deputy Superintendent, Ms. Cordova.
So thank you, and thank you for all the work that you're doing. My name is Susana Cordova. I'm just about 2 months here in Dallas, coming from Denver, and I promise I did not bring the snow with me when it came. But one thing that I've just been so incredibly impressed with, first from afar before I came, and now that I'm here, is just the quality and the professionalism of the team. One of my very favorite quotes is, "Praise the bridge that carried you over." And right now, today, we have students in classrooms, teachers teaching. I was just in a school this morning, and we would not be there if you hadn't built the bridge to bring us back, if you hadn't done all of the work 24 hours a day to make that happen. And I don't think people realize exactly what it takes to do that. You do. We do. But fortunately, I think our children are just back in school like it's normal, without actually even realizing how hard you have worked to make that happen for us. So I'm incredibly grateful. I know Dr. Hinojosa is incredibly grateful. He sends his regrets for not being able to be here today. But it is just so important that you are part of this team. I'm so incredibly grateful to have been welcomed into this team, and I look forward to all of the work that we can do together. And I'm also really grateful because it's not just the people who work inside the district that make this happen, it's our entire community, including the Dallas Education Foundation. We would not be able to do all the wonderful things that we do if we didn't have the support of incredible people who are willing to give their time, their treasure, and their talent to help us grow. And so I'm really pleased to welcome to the podium Mita Havlick, the head of the Dallas Education Foundation. Please join me in welcoming her.
I'm so excited that Ms. Cordova is just as short as I am. I was afraid I was going to have to follow David here. As Ms. Cordova said, my name is Mita Havlick, and I serve as the Executive Director of the Dallas Education Foundation. The mission of our foundation is to really value add to what all of you guys do. We try to inspire community investment to accelerate student success. I truly believe that it takes a community to educate a child and to really propel our students forward. And, we know that as far as our community is concerned, especially our district, as a parent of 2 kids in the district, there are folks that I interact with regularly that we see on the front lines all the time. And then there are folks that are in the background that we don't see. But unfortunately, we don't get to thank because we don't always see how visible they are in everything they do. And I really am talking about you guys. You work in the background and you do so much for this district. You do heavy lifting every single day, and then you add tornadoes and pandemics, and I didn't even know about the geothermal thing, so that's new. Yeah. and a once-in-a-century winter storm to all of that. And, you do this for no other reason than your commitment to our students and our schools. And for that, we are incredibly appreciative and grateful. And I want to provide you with something that shows all of you really a token of our appreciation. And so what the Dallas Education Foundation has done is partnered with Atmos. Atmos Energy knows what it's like to have their folks work around the clock to fix things that need to be fixed. And they partnered with the Dallas Education Foundation to provide each of you with a gift card to Cavender's Western Wear. And that is for you to spend $300 at the store right next door. And in addition to the $300 gift card, Cavender's has been kind enough to offer a 20% discount on all Western wear, but 15% on boots. And the reason really is because we have a feeling that it wasn't just sleepless nights or nights that you sacrificed, but I have a feeling that some of your boots may have suffered as well, working through some of those flooded waters. In addition to that, I do want to mention that we are very aware at the Dallas Education Foundation that this is just a small subset of all the folks that really contribute in your department. And from what I understand, there's nearly 1,600 folks in maintenance and facilities. And SMU football is going to continue this partnership with us, and they're going to help us recognize all 1,600 later this year. So we're excited about that. To get that kick started, they've also included a little gift for all of you, which are 2 tickets to the opening game at the Gerald R. Ford Stadium. So pony up, right? Yeah. Anyway, really, honestly, from our hearts at the Dallas Education Foundation, from Dallas ISD, from someone who's a parent of children who attend our schools, we want to say thank you very much for all you do. And I'm going to have David wrap it up here. Thanks.
So, one, I can't thank you guys enough for this because some of you sacrificed your boots, you sacrificed, some of us, we didn't have coats. We're walking around without coats, right? So now we can go get something for the next winter storm. And then a Saturday off to go see a football game, I think would be very much needed. At least one Saturday off this year, right? So thank you very much. Again, I want to thank our leadership and, Chief Thompson, thank you, because he puts up with me every Friday calling him. And then almost every night driving home, I call him, and he's got to listen to me, advocate for you guys. But he wants exactly what we want. And I thank you for not only putting up with me, but, helping fund all these endeavors that I'm always asking you to help for. So I appreciate that, Chief Thompson. I just want to close up by, again, man, this is so great, but it is, you would have done it without this, and that's why I wanted this for you, because you do things not for this or for a photo op or for any other reason. You do it for school leadership because they've got to teach those kids, and those kids where you want, and now here you are. Right? So a lot of you went to Dallas ISD. A lot of you have children that go to Dallas ISD, and Dallas ISD is home. Even for me, not being from Dallas, this is 23 years that I've worked for Dallas. So it is home, and it becomes real, and it becomes personal. So again, thank you. And we don't have to go right back to work. We're going to get our bags and go shopping. All right? All right. Thank you, everyone.